Hello guys, let's start the another topic, the muscles of the arm. First, I would like to tell you something. In the red color, it shows the proximal muscle attachment, and in the blue color, it shows the distal muscle attachment. Let's start the topic. This is the acromion process of the scapula, and this is the coracoid process of the scapula. The deltoid muscles are attached on the acromion process of the scapula in the proximal aspect, and the coracobrachialis muscle and the short head of the bicep brachialis muscle are attached on the coracoid process. Then this is the supraglenoid cavity. It is attached. The long head of the bicep brachialis muscles are attached on the supraglenoid cavity, and this is the lateral border of the scapula, and this is the medial border of the scapula. On the lateral border, it is the long head of the tricep brachialis muscles are attached. Then this is the subscapularis fossa. On the subscapularis fossa, it is the subscapularis muscles are attached. Let's come to the humerus. This is our the greater tubercle, and this is our the lesser tubercle. On the greater tubercle, there is the supraspinous muscles are attached. On the lesser tubercle, there is the subscapularis muscles are attached. Then comes to the intertubercular sulcus. There is the pectoralis major muscle are attached. Latimus dorsi and the teres majors are attached. This is the lateral border of the humerus, and this is the medial border of the humerus. On the lateral border, the deltoid muscles are attached, and on the medial border, the coracobrachialis muscles are attached. Then on the surface of the humerus bone, there is the brachialis muscles are attached. Also the lateral border of the humerus, there is also the brachioradialis muscles, extensor carpi radialis longus, and the common extensor tendon. And then on the medial border, there is the superficial head of the pronator teres and the common flexure extension. Then this is our the brachialis muscles, and as we know, the blue color shows the distal attachment. Then this is our the interior view of our muscles of the arm. Let's talk about the posterior view. This is our the superior angle of the scapula. On the superior angle, there is the supraspinous muscles are attached, and this is our the spine of the scapula. On the spine, the deltoid muscles are attached. Then this is the infraspinous fossa. On the infraspinous fossa, there is the infraspinous muscle are attached. The long head of the tricep brachialis muscles are attached, and the teres minor muscles are attached, and the latimus dorsi muscles are attached. As we know, the supraspinous muscle, infraspinous muscle, and the teres minor muscle are attached. Then this is our the lateral head of the tricep brachialis muscle, and this is our the deltoid muscle, brachialis muscle, and the medial head of the tricep brachialis muscle. As we know, this is our the common extensor tendon and the anconus muscles, the common flexor tendons, and the tricep brachialis muscles. Let's come to the anterior compartment. This is our the long head of bicep coracobrachialis muscle. Their attachment is on the acromion process, on the supraglenoid tubercle. Along with this muscle, there is also the short head of the biceps. It is attached to the acromion process. As we know, the musculocutaneous nerves are arise, and this is how the musculocutaneous nerve, and this is how the teres major muscle, and this is how the latimus dorsi muscle. In the orange color, these both two are the bicep brachialis muscles, and this is our the deltoid muscles. Then the brachialis arteries are arise. Along with the brachialis artery, there is the median nerve, and this is the basipital aponeurosis. This is our the ulnar tuberosity and this is our the radial tuberosity. Let's come to the posterior compartment. The supraspinous muscle, infraspinous muscle, teres minor muscle, teres major muscle. The deltoid muscles, and this is the posterior view. Then this is the axillary nerve. This is the posterior branchialis cutaneous nerve. This is the long head and this is the lateral head of the tricep branchialis muscle. This is our the tendon and this is the brachioradialis muscle. The ulnar nerve also arises